Hello everyone! So, bit of an odd stream, huh? We're doing a variety day on a Monday, and it's not even like replacing our Saturday stream. We're still doing Telltale Walking Dead on Saturday. What the heck is going on, right? Basically, I saw RT Game playing this. He put up a video of it, and I watched like 5 minutes of the video and was like, nope, I'm gonna close the video there. I want to play this on stream because it looks interesting and I don't want it spoiled for me. And so I was like, I could play it on the Saturday, which would be Variety Day. That means taking a break from Walking Dead for a week, which would be fine, but we kind of just started the I forget what it's called, New Frontier. Yeah, we got like what, 1-2 episodes into that. Watch Kilo play it first, fake fan. Yeah, but like I didn't, so no spoilies. So let me bing bang bong. Okay, but yeah, I don't know much about this. I've tried to stay relatively blind because I watched like 5 minutes, was like, this is cool, I should not spoil it. I want to play it. So I'm gonna play it. Screw you guys, I'm playing the game. Also, yes, warning, on screen, you've had like a full however many minutes to watch it, but just in case you're hard of vision, I was gonna say hard of hearing, but I'm like, no, that's not how that works. Just in case you have bad vision, or you're watching, you're just like listening in the background or whatever, this is a horror game, and it is not intended for all audiences. Please visit our website, blacktabbygames.com, if you need a full list of content warnings. Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects, as well as a parallax effect that, on rare occasions, has caused motion sickness in players. If either of these cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game's preferences. So for you guys watching, if those cause health issues for you, maybe don't watch this one. Maybe sit this one out, or watch with caution. Anyway, here we go. Blam. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives, new beginnings. This is a love story. Aw, she looks so sad. Okay, let me just check things, because this is the first time I've ever loaded up the game. Oh god, there's a lot. Shift A, the accessibility menu, announces dialogue. Okay, there's not that much, but it was just like, I was scared because I saw Shift A as the first control. Like, oh, okay, I see what we're doing here. Space advances without selecting choices. Oh, so you can like skip choices? That's weird. Navigate the interface, yada yada. Okay, that's fine. Blah 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 blah. Screenshot hides the user interface. Assistive self-voicing. Is there anything else that needs change? Oh, that's a very bright screen and very modern looking compared to everything else here. It's deja vu sounds. Oh, that's... Somehow that makes me feel more dyslexic. I'm not even dyslexic, just something about that. Open dyslexic makes me feel dyslexic. We'll just leave this for now. For now. Preferences? Full screen. Let's go ahead and turn the music down a little. Like that. Alright, well, this is Slay the Princess. I guess we'll find out what exactly that means for us. Let's get into it. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Well, that is a parallax effect. Yo, it's based on my mouse. It's kind of wonky.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But what if I don't want to? What if the world is just destined to die? What if she's right? I don't know. End of the world, what are you talking about? Consider that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Yeah, maybe. Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Damn, that's kind of based, honestly. Do I get some sort of reward? Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, always wanted to offer Monarch. Viva la Revolucion! Like how that's one of the ones that doesn't say explore on it. Sweet. Silently continue or turn around and leave. I'm kind of like either okay with the world ending or like maybe she's just doing it because she's locked up. Let's go with this one.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Are we now? I'll get smitten either way.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Counterpoint. Dangerous women are hot.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
So?
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Egg.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
But like... Yeah, I was wondering if it'd let me do that. Like, have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Aren't I? So I'm allowed to click all of these, but I feel like they don't all hold the same attitude as I'm kind of taking with this. I mean, I guess.
Does it? Are you a monarchist?
No.
Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress?
It gets you in more
If
trouble.
anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value.
Okay,
to society.
that's kind of based, actually. Like, yeah, I can't argue with that one. He has a point. Okay, Viva la Revolution. I took the Viva la Revolution away because I said, like, oh, it's bad. And he's like, are you a monarchist? So now I can't be a revolutionary. Damn. Okay, fine. To turn around and leave? Tempting, but I feel like that would just end the game right there and then. It's really tempting. No, I'll play the game.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Wouldn't you if some random person showed up and was like, I'm here to kill you? I feel like you would also do anything to survive. Unless you're like you just wanna be murdered.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
A little cliche there, my dude, but sure.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Interesting that it's like, we're over here arguing with the narrator, but the protagonist has their own voice and can also argue with the narrator. Like, the narrator isn't like some voice beyond that only we, the player, can hear. Apparently the protagonist can as well, and we aren't the protagonists, exactly. Strange. Like, the hero has a voice of its own. Well, guess we're going in.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Damn, bro, you're a DM. You'd be good at this.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
If I look out the window, I could just enter it without the blade. That's tempting. I kinda don't want to kill her. I don't know what she's actually like. She might just be evil and horrible. But like, I kinda don't want to kill her just because some guy told me to. I mean, I could take the blade and not kill her. But I also think it'd be funny to go in without it. Fuck it. I don't need no knife.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
You know what else would do her a favor? Getting her the fuck out of here.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Hi.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
I mean, it's nice, but like, I don't know if it's that nice.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Hi. Here to save you. Lie, I'm here to save. Oh. Okay, I can just like say hi and stuff, but I can be like, I'm here to save you. Or I can lie and say I'm here to save you. I'm gonna start with hi and see where we go from there.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Hi.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Okay, chill out. I know I'm simping, but like, dude.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I can certainly try. That's probably not a good idea. It's probably gonna turn out that the narrator was right. But like, fuck it, we ball. Yeah, let's chat for a little bit first.
Okay.
Hi. Sorry, that's probably really rude. It's like, hey, you're imprisoned here. Let's talk before I let you out. What's your name?
Oh.
Do you have one?
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
I bet she doesn't have a name. Aw, she's cute. Head pat. Pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
So, do you not have a name? Or like... Okay, princess. Whoa! Akimu sub. Whoa! Thank you, Kim. Labo, labo, labo. Thank you for the sub. Okay, okay, princess. Nameless
Is
princess.
princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Princess. Damn, this hero's fucking stupid. You're the cutest princess? You're probably trying to say me, but I'm gonna believe it's for her, because look at her. Look at these puppy dog eyes. And actually, a question about her name. I don't want to, like, be really pushy, but, like, does she not have one?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
It's okay if you don't. We can make you a name.
Okay, that's weird.
Sure, she's probably like a fae or a hag or something, but like...
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted.
Why would not having
Go
a
back
name
upstairs,
and you can't be
get
trusted?
the blade and slay her before it's too late.
If anything, like, I have so many names that I shouldn't be trusted. So many names. Seems less trustworthy. You know, no name is like, okay, you never had the privilege of a name. Lots of names is like, you have secrets. I already wooed her in your game. We got a castle together now and 20 children, no spell. I somehow feel like that's not true, but I like to imagine it's true. Don't know anything about you. I don't want to be mean. What have you been eating or drinking? Maybe she doesn't need to. I mean, I like the honesty of it. That's weird. So what have you been, like, eating and drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Are you an immortal princess?
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
Are you sure? Because I feel like that's a pretty big clue that, like, she's not just, like, a person. But, like, even if even if she's not human, what is she then? Hag? Fae? Some sort of immortal deity? I'm okay with all of those.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
What you gonna do if I let you out?
The princess hesitates before responding.
I don't want to, like, be interrogating her, but
She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Okay, Mr. Cynical.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
I'm looking for the truth, even if I don't like it. I'd rather just have the honest answer. If you're gonna end the world,
It's
just
not
tell
like
me.
you'd believe me.
What do you mean I wouldn't believe you? I kinda want to be honest, but I don't actually plan on slaying her. I don't think this'll lock off my other options if I tell her, but you know. Ask her. Oh, I get to follow up on it. I mean, all of these could be accurate, but,
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
You've never even seen the world, but sure.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Probably longer than she looks, you know? I feel like she's probably older than, what, 20, early 20s that she looks like?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Nope, they were really, really sparse on details, and that makes me suspicious of them as much as you. I mean, it's kind of this one. Quick save, load, and quick save. Okay, that's fine. I'll probably just... It said there's no, like, premature endings and no wrong options, so I'll probably just play through it and maybe do multiple playthroughs, potentially.
Sooner or later, you'll learn to trust me. Hopefully it won't be too late when you finally come around.
Thank you for believing me. Now, can you help me get out of here?
Okay, that's sus, but yeah. Sure, I think I've asked enough questions.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Well, yeah, she couldn't break out of here.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
There was literally one room with a table and a knife. Does a key just spawn up there?
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Yeah, maybe I can just, like, I don't know,
Okay.
use the knife on
I'll
the
be
chains.
here. Good
I don't know
luck.
how that would work,
You
but
attempt
maybe I
to
can,
make
like,
your
pick
way
it.
out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Bruh.
Is someone else here?
I mean, they're not gonna just let me out, but clearly it's not the princess.
Your
spice, right?
shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Yeah,
I'll
I
repeat
saw that.
myself once again. You're here to slay the princess.
Are you the
And
one
you
locking
won't
it?
leave until the task is done.
Try the door.
You try the door.
Fine. Okay, I think the
You make your
narrator
way to
is
the bottom
fighting.
of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Well, you could let me go upstairs and get the blade.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I'm making it a mess.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
I'm starting to wonder if the inconsistencies with her, like how long she's been here, not being able to eat, not having a name, is not because she's suspicious or something else, but it's simply because the narrator fabricated her to be some MacGuffin in the plot. And so the narrator never thought to give her a name, never gave her like a life outside of it, never thought about what she would eat or drink. I'm starting to think the narrator just has like all the power here. More of a writer than a narrator.
If I could just get out
Or
of
a
these
GM.
chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
Ugh.
hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her
Stop
teeth
it.
tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
We could just find another way. You don't have to eat your arm off. How are you even gonna eat through bone? And like, girl, why didn't you think to do that before if that's like a thing? Whatever. Stop it.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of
Did
bouncing.
you just throw the knife in here?
It's the blade
Yeah.
from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her.
Yeah, let's use it to free her.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I think you're gonna make it so I don't like what happened. I mean, obvious choice.
Fine.
You narrator, I'm doing what I want.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the
Aw,
ragged,
she's so cute. Look at
self-inflicted
the little
wound on the
blood.
princess's
Look at the
arm,
little
just
blood
above
around
the
her mouth.
unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Aw, she's a cutie. Head pat. Okay, well, I'm gonna cut your hand off, which really sucks, but you already started biting to the bone, so I guess you're cool with this. I'm sorry.
Cut into her flesh.
Oh, it's
The
got
blade is
blood on my
sharp, and
cursor.
it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
I don't know how a dagger goes through bone, but Jesus Christ, girl.
Her limb falls to the
Are
ground,
you okay?
and the heavy chains follow suit.
You just lost a
She
hand.
didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
Aww. My cute little maniac.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yeah, I don't think the narrator is gonna let that happen, but sure.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Called it.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No. Oh, right click does that.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
This has given me really, obscure reference, but, Paul Shapiro, he, in his Diesel Punk Orchestra one, there's a guy named Lloyd, and he's a post-human. Post-humans in that world are essentially narrators who can shape the world to their will. Basically like this guy. And towards the end he tries to kill one of the characters, but the character is also a post-human and is like, no, you can't do that. We don't want your stupid tragedy, Lloyd. And then he like changes it so like something else bad happens, and he gets like kind of a tragedy but not the one he was wanting out of it. But yeah, he had to like argue with another person who was able to kind of control the story a bit, because he just wanted to straight up kill one of them. Very similar.
Watch me.
What are you doing?
Blame the narrator. Warn her? I mean, there's one that says warn her. I think, can I also like press space to potentially skip without choosing? It said something like that in the controls menu.
Stop that.
Nope.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
I am certainly not trying to.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
No.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Good.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Counterpoint. I'm trying to get her out of here alive.
The blade. Move the blade.
Okay, I'll move it onto the floor.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
Head pat. She's so cute. Look at her.
She nervously reaches towards you
So my
and takes
hands,
the
like,
blade from
look at
your
this.
infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I mean, look at my hand. I've got like scales and curled claws, talons. Like, what am I? You know, she's fucking adorable. I'm like a weird gargoyle thing.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
I mean, that's fair. I'd prefer if you didn't, but like, that's fair.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
I don't blame her. That's fair enough.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Good.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain
Damn,
that
this guy
slices its
really,
way
really
into
wants
your
this
body.
tragedy. It really is like Light. Just, okay, fine. If you won't kill the princess, I'll kill you.
I'm sorry.
Duh.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
I mean, it's not like she's ever had the chance.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
I mean, she's gotta get out, right?
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
No, I think he made the choice.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
This is really like a DM in D&D being like, no, you're supposed to do my story. This is the bad guy. Rocks fall, you all die. You know, it's like... Fine, if you won't do what I asked, then the bad guy just kills you. The end. Like, okay, dude. Oh, hey, chapter 2.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
That's
if you
weird.
don't,
It started
it will
over.
be the end of
But
the
it's
world.
chapter 2. Yeah. Okay, no. Just okay, no. Oh, you bastard! You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. Are you? Like, I feel like he will still kind of fuck us up because he controls this entire world. But okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
The fuck? Voice of the smitten. You are strange, but okay. So, is the smitten the me who died? Or what? But you're telling me the narrator doesn't
Our
realize?
beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of said that out loud while the narrator can hear, like, everything we're saying. Very, very sneaky. Good job, guys.
Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the
so all of the
princess
cards
are in
are on
love,
the table.
and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've
For
got in the
us?
works.
Let's go.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Damn, you're fucking weird. I mean, stealth is kind of out the window here.
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
I mean, you're kind of the one who killed me, really. Let's be honest. Like, as much as she was holding the knife, you're the one being like, you do this happens. The knife just appears in the basement. Like, come on, dude.
You were the one who did us in, villain.
Exactly. Thank you, Smitten.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price. I beg to differ. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations.
Counterpoint. I already died once.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Yo, so she did get out?
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Is he gonna be like, that was another universe and that world died, so now you're here?
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you?
I like to think she got out and did her whole thing. And lived a good life with one hand missing, sadly.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
I don't know, because you didn't show me.
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme. Convoluted? I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
Yeah, let's talk about her.
Just be quick about it. She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
And why would I trust you?
Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world.
Okay, chill out, Smin.
Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate,
Well,
I
she
know,
hasn't
it's
so
just
far.
the way it is. People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
I mean, he is being
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
Again, it feels like a DM, but it's like the players are like, but what about this? What's their backstory? What are they doing? What's their motive? What happened to them when they were 5 years old? And it's like, dude, it's just a fucking NPC. Chill out.
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's
Bruh.
because you're special.
Don't pull the
You're
fucking
the only
like.
person capable of doing this. Call it
You're
a
the
prophecy,
chosen
if that helps.
one. No, fuck
It's
off.
just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
I don't know. We look like a fucking gargoyle, so maybe this is just purgatory.
Of Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice. Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world.
Okay.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you. That's right, you can't stop all of us. We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does.
Okay.
Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with? You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
Or if I just, leave.
Are we running away? What are you doing? We have to save her! Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nope, nowhere. I'm going to the void. Bye. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope. Not going in the cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. Fucking yeah. I'm okay with the world ending, actually, you know? That's quite funny. I mean, I did say that. That is true. I do like nope. I feel like in that situation, I would just be like, nope. Fuck it.
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path
Ah, how convenient.
also leads to the cabin. How convenient.
I'll just go wander
Everything's
into
back
the
on
woods.
track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Nope, bye.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
I go off to the other direction.
Something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again.
Yo, we're breaking free of the Matrix.
What's going on? Where are we?
We're escaping the bounds.
Oh, I don't like this one bit. There's not a single damsel in sight.
Fucking Smith. The world around you is unwound. It's physical matter replaced by textured nothingness. It's quiet. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Oh, hands! Healers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness unwrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Restoration. This vessel is full of you. You need something empty I can crawl inside of. You need something shaped like me. Okay, no thanks. Okay, it's not enough. Back to chapter 1. And I got a thing for denial.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And you're here
Okay.
to...
The temptation to do it again.
While I nevertheless, before causality, no unless...
I mean, it took me back to chapter 1, and I don't have, the smitten here anymore, so...
Of course I have. I mean...
if I just, like, say no? He's not gonna let me say no, but...
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Nah. Yeah, this one.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies.
I mean, she didn't do a lot
The
of
more you
lying,
listen
she
to
just
her
did a lot of
honeyed words,
hesitating
the harder
last
it'll
time.
be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path.
You could just take the
The
dagger
interior
in
of the cabin is
place,
almost
but
entirely
I
bare.
feel like that's not gonna
The air
happen.
is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
Yep,
The blade
I'm sure it
is your
is.
implement.
Hello, Quaker. Hi. I could take the blade. Last time I didn't, but I still got stabbed anyway. So I could just take it and see if I can use it to unlock the chains. Did you sing a crazy woman? We're certainly trying. I'm gonna take it.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult.
I got a stabby cursor now.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase. Her voice.
Who's there?
That's not the same tone she had before.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi. I mean, I do kind of like... I mean, she was really not that, dommy last time, but you know. I think I'm here to kill you. Hey, look, hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Just saying the same thing, but the voice is different.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Damn, she
There's a
can,
heavy
like,
chain around her wrist,
eyes.
binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Damn, you talk a lot different this time. No, not a... Haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
She's definitely a lot more sus this time. The first time she was really nice. This time she seems like she actually is trying to manipulate me.
Don't you dare.
But like, fuck it.
It's fine.
I'm
we
not
can decide what
killing
we
her.
want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't
Yeah,
very
that's a
becoming
good
of
point.
us. The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face.
Is she gonna like
Unarmed.
bite me because I took the knife?
We'll be fine.
I'm not sure we will this time.
Don't know
but-
what you're hoping to
no.
accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
For the smitten. Weird how different she's talking this time. Relationship? Are you coming on? Yo? I mean, I do kind of like it, but it's a bit bold to start with. Maybe we just start with her name.
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Not being all cute and telling me to call her princess.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Definitely different for the first one. I feel like if I click this, she's just gonna like put me down. Just like, no. No. I don't even know you and you walked in here with a dagger. No. However, I am kind of interested.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Yeah, that's basically what I expected. What do you have to say about this?
Don't just tell her that.
Why not?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Again, like, she's saying the same lines, but with such a different cadence. The first one was, like, hesitant and unsure. This one's like, I think.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
It's deflate. I mean, I don't know if I trust this version of the princess as much as the first version, but like, so can you tell me? Yeah. I'm not inclined to trust either of them this time round.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her.
I feel like we're giving her ideas.
She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Yep.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear.
No, I want the truth though. What do you actually want to do? Do you want to kill someone? Do you want to kill the narrator? I'm down for killing the narrator.
But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
I mean, it's yours versus the narrator, so...
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust.
Doesn't have to be so blind, you can just tell me.
So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending
Not when you
the
put it
world?
like that.
Or do you trust whoever put me here?
When you put it like that, do you trust me, the victim? I'm clearly incapable of ending the world. It's like, that sounds sarcastic as fuck.
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
You really are, like, anti-monarchy, huh? I mean, like, I get the feeling, but, like, come on. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
That's fair. How would I get you out?
You can't. Don't bother.
Please don't
I'm
eat your
guessing
arm
you
again.
don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Damn, I don't like the way you look at me when you say that.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
He's looking
She
less
isn't
like
suggesting
cutesy
what I
this time.
think she's suggesting.
cut her arm off?
Right?
We did it last time.
She is.
I think she
I'm
stabbed me.
sure of it.
You know what?
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Yeah, I do. Fuck it. We ball.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
This one is far less trustworthy than the first one, but like, fuck it.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to their large and heavy, far too solid for you to even
The
imagine
first time was so
trying
much
to break
like,
them apart.
she was so cutesy and everything. This one, she's all like,
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it.
Yeah, I'm sure
I'm
the
sure
door
it's
won't
somewhere
slam on me.
upstairs.
Doubt
Right,
Whoever
narrator?
locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left.
Besides me cutting. Actually, yeah, do you have any other ideas?
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
Yeah, but like, is there any other ideas?
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock. Is someone else here? You try the door. You're here. Your shouts. I'll repeat. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for
Here
everyone.
we go again.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Well, here we go.
Against
Aw,
your
they made her
better
cutesy
judgment,
again.
you place the blade against the princess's
Aw.
arm, just above the massive.
The dummy
unyielding
version of the
chain.
princess is still cutesy when I'm cutting her arm off. Well, here we go. With my weird fucking gargoyle hands. I've got feathers as well. What am I?
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
See, the last one killed me almost in like a mercy. This one I feel like will kill me just because she fucking wants to. But I'm down. We fuck it, we ball for like the third time.
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yep.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world.
You're
As the
gonna do
princess
your thing.
approaches the bottom stair.
I'm
Wait,
juggling.
this isn't
I'm gonna
fair.
do
You
my
can't
thing.
just watch me. Stop that.
No.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me. I am
She can just kill me again. It's
the
fine.
blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
Does this one know how to use a knife properly?
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Didn't say stubbornly rigid.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Probably.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Yeah. Seems like she knows what she's doing.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
I mean, that's hot, but also I think I like the first one more.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Probably not this time, but sure. We go again. I'm gonna keep saving her.
You're on a path in the woods.
I don't
And at
care
the end
how
of that
pissed off the
path
narrator
is a
gets.
cabin. You're here
Do
to
I get
slay
smitten,
her.
or do I get someone else for
If you
this?
don't,
No, wise for your trip.
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around.
Skeptic.
I wouldn't
Ooh.
trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess.
Yeah.
We just have to keep trying.
Yeah.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that
I mean,
way.
you just told him.
You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes. We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree. Those are two very different. Let's say for a moment, if you're back here,
Yep.
I'm assuming
Died.
The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us.
that doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do.
I mean, you've done
which is
it a
honestly
couple
all
times
the more
now.
reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting. But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her?
Yep.
Did you say something really mean to me?
No.
Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
Yes, that makes you sound really trustworthy.
Sure you are.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making... What do you mean? Of course there weren't any Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, if it's the latter, do you think the people there lived happily ever after?
What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul.
Yeah, that's a point. Like, we have no clue what happened after we died.
Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are.
You're talking in circles.
No, I'm talking in facts. Just be quick about it.
I know it's covering a lot of the same dialogue, but like, we've got this new skeptic guy. I want to hear what he has to say. All she did was slit my throat. Yeah, you know, that's all she did.
People locked her in that.
Yada yada.
Look. Oh,
Special.
of course you're special.
Yes, right. We're here because we're special.
Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together, and we're dealing with a bit of a ticking clock right now, so please just get to the cabin. She just can.
You haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that,
Yeah,
right?
this skeptic makes a lot of sense, though.
What proof could you possibly ask for?
I don't know, show me what happened to the last two worlds?
Literally anything. Fine. Check your pockets.
Yo. Fine.
You put your hands in your pockets and pull out an envelope with the words.
Bro, he
"The
just
evidence" written across
materialized
the
a
front.
fucking envelope in my pocket.
Within, you find a note in your handwriting. It reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable truth."
Bro, you just fucking spawned that in my pocket.
That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting?
I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just trust that these rules are in place for a reason.
He asks for an
I'm on
awful
your
lot of
side.
trust.
You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to?
Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk.
I think we've got everything out of him we're gonna get.
I've told you everything. Not to sound like a broken record.
Fine.
Great. Now,
I won't turn around and leave. I apparently was too full of me last time when that happened, so fuck it.
a warning
I missed the spin.
before you go any further.
He is weird, but funny.
She will lie, she will cheat.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud?
I mean, it did get the tone across. It's not like he has a face to wink with.
No, I didn't. Wink.
Wink?
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Clown. Okay, fine. So, is her, like, demeanor based on whether I take the knife or not? Or is
The
it like,
interior
whoa
of the
shit,
cabin
this is
is
different?
less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
I was gonna say, like, does it change based on whether I take the knife or not? That she was really innocent the first time because I didn't have it, and then really, like, dommy mommy the second because I did? Or was it just, like, randomized? Is it just different each time?
The only furniture of note is an iron table
What about the
bolted to the
mirror?
floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Counterpoint, mirror.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah, the mirror. Cabin is different than last time. Yeah, this isn't a cabin.
Very different. Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Maybe it's a different cabin entirely.
Maybe.
Now isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Don't get distracted by minor details.
He definitely did not. Does the mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should.
There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Sure, man.
There's definitely a mirror.
Are you blind,
There isn't.
sir?
I think you know what we have to do.
Look at the mirror? Yeah, I mean, want to look at myself, want to see how handsome. Or a weird fucking gargoyle. Why would you lie about that? Doesn't matter. I'm gonna approach the mirror. I don't think we're handsome. I think we're a weird fucking gargoyle creature.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Again, my hand's still all weird and scaly.
But it was there a second ago.
And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Okay, keep an eye out for a mirror. I'm gonna take the blade. Because I feel like I can fucking stab narrator at some point. But like, I also kind of want to see if the nice princess is back. Fuck it.
You take the blade from the table.
Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Yeah. Weird that the door just opens.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Harsh but controlled.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs.
Yep, okay, it's the
It's been a
dummy
while
one
since I've
again.
had company.
Does she remember us?
I don't know, does she?
You walk down
Oh
the
god, they
stairs
put
and
more.
lock eyes with the
So
princess.
you can't just cut her arm
She
off.
looks up at you, the
I
heavy
have to
collar
cut her
around her
head
neck
off.
clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
There's one that doesn't have anything in yet. I assume that's for me.
So much for cutting her out of here.
Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Not useless, it's for me. I can be her pet and live in the basement with her.
That was there last time too, wasn't it?
No, I don't think so.
It was.
Was it? I don't remember it being there before.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Okay, you're talking different as well. I'm not gonna leave her in here, but...
You step
Hello.
towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. You do have a
That's
weapon.
reasonable, isn't it?
Might as well put her at ease.
Sure.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
I'm gonna keep letting you out because it pisses off the narrator and I find it funny. You know... Does she remember?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game.
Yeah,
But
okay, she remembers.
I remember.
But does she remember the first one?
I guess what you said back in the woods really was true.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
It's complicated things how, exactly?
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
A contingency for what?
For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just... good luck.
Now hold on, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles.
I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
And now that you died?
That's pathetic.
Kinda.
I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information.
That doesn't make
For the
much
sake of the entire
sense.
world, you need to accept that.
I won't.
Yeah, me neither.
Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter.
Yeah, sure. We'll see about that.
Narrating is your entire fucking job, your entire existence, even. I think you're gonna keep talking.
Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming. Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Yeah, so she got the same thing as me.
And now you're back.
So the world doesn't end because she goes and ends the world and causes chaos and kills everyone. The world ends because the story ends. Because it just resets back to the beginning.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
Who's my favorite voice right now? See, Smexy Dami Mommy Princess is Smexy. But she's not very trustworthy. The narrator has a good voice, but he's also not very trustworthy. So I'm thinking like the first princess that I encountered, the really cute innocent one, she was like so head-patable. I liked her.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
Maybe. I mean, I am curious. Am I gonna just like live in the basement with her? It's not the ending I would like. I would like to get her out of here, but I don't think there's any out there. I think there's the path and the void and the cabin. So I guess I'll just live in the basement with her. I'm down.
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Ayo.
Maybe it'll fit.
Maybe.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
I'm pretty tempted to try. But first, what do you actually want me to do?
Let me borrow that knife.
Why?
Don't worry, you'll get it back.
That makes it sound like you're gonna stab me again. Which I won't say no to, but like, please can you not? Like, if you're gonna... Like, borrowing the knife will not get you out the chains this time. And saying I'll get it back sounds like I'm gonna get it back either like in my heart or my gut or something.
That's ominous.
It really
She
is.
seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing.
Oh please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise
I'm
to
like
give away your own
90% sure she's gonna stab me for the third time if I do that. But like, the temptation is real.
Whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and
That's
end
not
the
a con.
entire world. And she might use it to
That's
kill
already
you.
happened a couple times now. I'm not really that bothered.
Doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
I have a choice to make, and it is not whether or not I kill the princess. My choice is, do I put on a shackle and live with her in the basement forever? Or give her a knife and let her stab me? Killed me with it last time? I mean, that is true. How would I cut you out of here? I'd have to cut your head off. It's fucking tempting.
I do. So I guess this all comes down to which of us caves first. And it's not going to be me.
Okay, you don't have to call me out
I'm
like that.
extremely patient.
It's probably better if we take action anyway. No use trying to wait her out. That's playing to her strengths.
Chat. Chat. Do I shackle myself with the mommy? Or do I let her stab me? I can't believe those are my two favorite options here. Like, I could kill her and save the world. I could try and get her out of here. No. Either live in the basement with her, or let her kill me. You say shackle? Okay.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
Correction. Stuck here with her.
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
Probably.
I don't know. Maybe it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
Okay, Skeptic, I think you're gonna get us stuck in this, but that was the point.
But what if
anyway.
he's telling the truth?
He isn't.
I am.
I'm gonna anyway. Like, I clicked the shackle not because I want to see if it has anything on it, but because I plan on putting it on. This isn't a
Against your better
downside.
judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
Do it.
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
I was thinking it was more neck-shaped than wrist-shaped. Wrist-shaped. So... let's go. Kinky chain collar. Pa.
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
I forgot I even had that, I'll be honest with you.
Excuse me? Yes?
That's not how magnets work.
Are we stuck here now?
Yeah. That's the plan. Become your own
Yes.
jailer. Yo, let's go. Cuddles forever.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we?
Yep.
That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now?
Snuggle, obviously.
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
That's horrible.
She didn't starve.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Can we put the narrator in it? I don't think he has a physical body.
Yep.
Snuggles? Snuggles?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
No one for small talk.
Nope.
That
That's
is
rude.
fair. No, that's fair. Okay. Probably knew. I knew. I think we all knew except the hero. So, fuck it.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
But there isn't. Time passes.
I mean, she has a tiara on.
It passes and passes and passes, and the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent.
At least the world is safe.
It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything.
Yeah, but how's she gonna get out?
But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
It just does.
But
Your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again.
and let me guess, the cabin remains the same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things
A
work.
bug crawling in here. Or the shackles rusting.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
Is she gonna get out?
I don't like small talk, remember?
This ain't small talk.
Still rude.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
She hasn't starved.
Yep.
I guess she hasn't.
Even more silent
Oh, the
time
knife's
passes
gone.
as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly there are no walls. And then...
Pretty.
And?
I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Yet.
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Yeah. Oh. So that's what they wanted? Her? Not me? Taking her away and it's left something else in her stead. The mirror.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
So is she full of weird like demon thingies from the void now?
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here?
They didn't
Why
want
now?
me, but they did want her. But they said that I was too full of me. So are they her? Different versions of her? They wanted something that looked like her, like themselves. And they didn't like that I was full of me. So either she's empty and soulless, or they're full of her, she's full of them. I think it's all the princesses.
It is. Does that mean the world ended?
It must have. Do any of us know what the world ending is supposed to look like? If there's even a her to find anymore.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. There's something dreadful about it.
Is
I
that
don't think you should.
just kind of ominously floating?
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
I mean, you've seen our hands, right? I'm gonna look
I'm
in
begging
there.
you. Don't. Do.
Just because you're scared. That's true, I
It's
didn't.
different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
Maybe. So, what kind of demon are we? it's you. Huh. I mean, more or less what I expected, but I have wings, which is pretty cool. And I'm kind of fluffy. You know what? That could be worse. Could definitely be worse. But is this what she's been seeing every time I've walked in here? Just this thing walking in with a knife? Cool. So yeah, I'm a weird demon thing. Proceed to the cabin. Do I even need a knife? Probably not, but you know. The narrator keeps giving me it. Hello. You're probably not you, are you? Or you're many yous. Yep.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Huh. I'm the one who annihilates. That makes sense. I kinda did do that. Oh, cool. So that was the one that like started me back at chapter 1 and it seemed like no one else remembered that. And I didn't get like an extra voice in my head. But
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
not to be rude, but what are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I think I'm a demon.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Do you know him?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
That's fair. I don't think you'd have been in the void.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
And he kind of disappeared before this appeared. I don't think so. I think the narrator. I mean, are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends? Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart.
They want me to give the other one, the nicer, cuter, more naive one who didn't know how to stab me. Do they want like other versions of the princess? I don't know if I want to give them the weird hands.
Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Attack the entity or destroy my body. I don't really think I should attack it.
How can the world have ended if we are talking? I know only that they are.
I don't think so, but I guess I could ask.
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Yeah, kind of expected that. I would, but I feel like there's Not much reason to. What happens?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Why would I want to forget?
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
So yeah, they do want other versions.
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
That's fair.
Everything, until we meet again.
I mean, I hate to ask, but like...
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I don't really want... I don't
Then
want
we will be here forever,
yeah.
as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Oh. I mean... Worked last time.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
But I get the sense that time's not really a thing here anymore. Or is it?
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Oh, it closed the game. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Interesting. There's a lot of there's a lot of achievement, and I do not have many.
You have returned to
Hello
me.
again.
Though you were
Oh,
gone
God.
mere moments, I never left your side.
I never left your side. Attempt to wait out your destiny. Fine. I guess we'll continue.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
I wonder if it had said something different if I came back days, weeks, or even years from now.
You won't.
You're on a path, you're here to slay her.
But there's other versions of her.
While I never
Blah,
the
blah,
of
blah,
course
blah,
no
blah.
unless
I like that this gives me options.
of course I mean
Maybe sometime later on. Okay, Can. Have good sleeps. Heal back.
You make your way up the short.
I'm gonna not take the knife and see if I get the nice princess again.
The interior of the cabin is almost. The blade is your.
No.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice.
Hello?
Yeah, it's the
Is someone
cute
there?
one.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once.
Don't let it fool.
Hello.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes.
She's beautiful.
I am begging.
Hi.
Let's see if there's anything in
Okay.
the episode. Does this mean I have to like sacrifice this version though?
Oh,
Just for
She
the
pauses.
you can address me. Like I said, I'm sorry, I've been down here so long.
Okay, that's. She hadn't.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Let's just get the
Okay, but-
options back.
Is that why they threw me down here? I don't remember much about it, to be honest.
That's. How?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Kinda wonder what she says.
I
This
don't know how to
version.
destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her.
Hmm.
She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever
she
sent you to
certainly-
slay me,
She
claimed I
says
was a
the
threat to
same
the world,
words,
but
but she
they didn't tell you
sounds
why.
more trustworthy.
I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point.
Just so she looks
We're
more
talking like
trustworthy.
this for a
Look
reason.
at how fucking cute she is.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about.
Oh. I mean, I guess that's the way to sacrifice her to the thing. The void. I still haven't found a way to get her out without cutting her out, so... I didn't see the other shackle, though. I don't think she'll be happy with this, but, like, screw it.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon.
So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Oh god, she's changing her tone.
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
Okay, so
You
it is
have
just
to
an
make
act.
a choice.
The
Let's hope
cutesy
for
one.
all our sakes, it's the right one.
I don't want to just lock her in here, but like... I also know that like cutting her hand off ain't gonna help much, so screw it.
I know you think this is some kind of fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
No, but maybe then the void gets her.
It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch. No one has to die.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me
Your
here.
tone changed a lot.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way back to the stairs.
Thought I was keeping watch though.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
You got very aggressive.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still grab the
I
blade
mean, she
and get back
did. He's
down
not
here.
wrong. But like, well, that's a relief. I was afraid I'd already committed to not saying no. I'm sticking to the
It'll be
plan.
the death of all of us, but fine. We'll do it your.
Good
You
man.
close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
I like how we just like, where is the blade?
Okay, we can make this work.
You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there.
Ooh,
Why don't you make
that's
things
completely
easier on
on.
yourself and let me out?
But it's not like the voidy hands are talking through here. So she is just kinda evil.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
Why hasn't she like slipped out the chains before if she really can?
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare.
As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece.
I mean, you already stabbed me a couple times.
I will forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
That's cool. You forgot last
You
time.
won't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
No, it doesn't.
Ignore her and go to sleep. I am kind of tempted. Fuck it. No, we just sleep.
Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you
I don't think it will, but like, screw it. Let's just go to sleep and hopefully time will pass and the void can take it. Look, we already see the stars.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Where is she?
Thanks for
Hello.
helping me get out of that awful basement.
Damn, you're weird and like twitchy.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
Whose side are you on?
Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth.
Sure you
Lying
do,
about the
buddy.
facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe
Yeah, she
can't
looks like
take
a
my time with
fish.
You. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
And she just said about Gil.
What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Yeah, I mean, I tried a good couple times. Actually, like 3 times.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
Boop.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
Nah, I've been to the void. It was kind of scarier than you.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Hey, chapter 2, The Nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Might actually slay her this time, but she's gonna kill me again. Sure.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous
skilled and
as yourself.
courageous. Thanks.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then...
Shh! What if he hears us?
I'm paranoid.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit! I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all. Those are two very... Let's you die. We couldn't trust either of you, and as far as I'm concerned, we still can't. All we did was lock her away. And how'd that work out for you?
No comment.
Well then, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Tried last time, couldn't trust either of you. Yeah. Okay.
And your solution is to send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us? Obviously, I want you to slay her. One of you poses a threat to the world, and the other
I mean, I'm a
doesn't.
weird demon thing from the void, so I think I do.
Anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything? What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working. And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after?
Yes,
Or if she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop her? What do you want from us? I want you to succeed. You'll find a way. You're the only one who can. Just be quick about
I
it.
want to hear more about the paranoid and what he has to think. Huh?
She is
There's no
just a
questions.
princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine. Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the
I am tempted to see what happens if I just walk in, stab her without saying a word, and just do what he says.
People locked her in that. Look, you can't just goad us into doing something by calling us special. It's manipulative. Why are you trying to manipulate us? I don't know, I kinda like being special.
You
Okay,
would.
fine. Maybe you can goad him into doing something, but he's not even the one who makes the decisions here. I'm not goading you into doing anything. You already know the princess is dangerous. All I'm trying to say is that you have to be the one to deal with her. I know it doesn't, and for what it's worth, I know you have it. We don't. You saw what happened to us last time. We need to leave. I've told you everything you... If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her? Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better. He isn't telling us everything he knows because he doesn't trust us, which means that we can't trust him. Stop talking yourself in neurotic circles and just get to... Do you see the way he keeps pushing us? We have to get out of here.
Fahrenheit wants to run away,
Great.
but I'm kind
Now,
of
if
like...
you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
I'm kind of interested in going and seeing what happens if I actually do what the narrator says. And I mean...
A warning before you go any further.
No guilty conscience when, like, she just fucking murdered us and turned into some weird hellspawn. I mean, so are we, but, you know.
She will lie, she will cheat,
And she's
she
murdered
will
us,
do
like,
everything in
almost
her power
every
to
time.
stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
Yeah, I mean, at first she was lying.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
But her thing's different again. Can I lock this one away?
The interior of the cabin is plain.
Oh,
The smooth wood of the
okay.
walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands. The blade is your implement. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
Yeah, the dog got kicked in.
It's just
Stood
an
at the
empty
table.
frame. She's already got out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath
I
out.
think I would
Task
rather
awaits.
give
Only
this one to
you
the
can do
void
it.
thingy than just straight up kill it. Maybe giving the weird eldritch horror version of the princess to the void is not great, but you know, they want perspectives.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
And then it disappears.
You reach. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it
Okay, I
hidden
will
so
take
bad.
the blade. Just in case.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be good. Steel can't lie to us.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
Bomb?
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death. Very different.
I'm not the only one who sees her in the window.
Oh, I did not look at the window.
She knows that we're here.
Oh, I mean, that doesn't look much like her, but... Sure.
Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past life nonsense. You haven't died, you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Alright, here we go. Is she actually in chains this time?
You cross over the threshold
Oh,
and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Yes, of course.
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
Cool and playful.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
How hard is it to throw a knife? Mm-hmm. Into the void between the stars. That's tempting. That is tempting, but how hard is it to throw a knife?
It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place, it'll be enough.
I mean, I would like to talk to her, but also, like, this is pretty frickin' tempting. I don't know if the void takes her if we get off at this point, though.
Didn't you hear my warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted. Talking won't do you any good. Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway.
See.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
I mean, there's eyes here. There's also eyes here.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely
The right
exposed.
side was our shackles before.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I mean, left doesn't look like it's really leading anywhere. Kinda leads into a board.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Do nothing. Go the back way. I'm gonna go right.
You turn to the right. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
Damn, you look
I
weird.
told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your
I'm less
legs
weird now.
suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought a little knife with you. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think.
What if I just go away from her?
What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
Yeah,
I
isn't
wonder how
supposed
many
to.
times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching
Yeah.
halt.
Guess I should have gone left.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. What are you doing?
Yo?
I'm working! Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again.
Yo, the paranoid learned to
Are
narrate.
you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead, even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike
Well,
at her
now I'm tempted
and end
not
this
to
before
stab
it's
her.
too late. Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You're a lunatic.
Lungs, liver, nerves,
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
That's fair, I guess.
nerves,
playing with your nightmare. Get out of here, leave together? I'm curious. Run? I think I'd like to give this one, but I'm curious.
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Hey, Paranoid, continue chanting,
Heart,
please.
lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck.
Ayo.
It feels like static. And then...
Hey, snap out of it.
Okay, deep breath. Deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. You're back. Lungs, liver, nerves.
One moment, and then you're gone.
Nerves.
Just
Lungs,
like
liver,
that.
heart, lungs,
Ah, and
nerves,
there's the fear.
liver. She pulls away. Lungs, liver,
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it? I've already done that.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then...
Lungs, liver, nerves,
Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can live without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what you have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
But like, leaving without her doesn't, leaving with her doesn't really work either.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
How do I get this one to the void?
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
I still think it's a bad idea feeding the weird void hands, the weird evil creepy one, but
Liver,
fuck
nerves,
it.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
Definitely not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free.
Yo? I'll be her pet?
Don't worry, I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise.
lungs, liver, nerves,
I'm kinda down,
liver,
but also no.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
Didn't you try being nice to me?
heart,
I mean, that didn't exactly work last time.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you? And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
That's probably not gonna go great for me, but you know.
Liver, nerves,
Friends? I mean, I was thinking more.
nerves, heart, lungs,
I think I wanna go with this one. Let's
I'm
go.
glad you're seeing things my way.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
It's tempting, but
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
I
heart,
think this one will get me to the void.
lungs, liver,
Think.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
I'm gonna try
You
it.
serious?
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
You fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to ever slay her and finish your mission.
Come on, void.
Nobody's happy here, but maybe it's for the best.
Thanks, Hero.
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a
Alright.
creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, A million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Yeah, I kinda got that.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there
80
again.
years, huh?
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment. Gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
You can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
But he doesn't respond.
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead, but you live on. Chapter 3. Chapter 4. Okay, all the chapters. Moment of clarity.
You're on a path in the...
Shit! What the hell was that?
Oh, you're still
Who
here,
are we?
Paranoid.
What are we doing?
There was a princess, I think.
Broken.
It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember. I think we were trying to save the world. You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yes. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out.
Not
No,
sure
that's
about
the
that.
opposite of what you're here to do. You have
Well, maybe-
to slay her.
Maybe we should. Maybe we should let her out.
Slay.
Again.
We decided not to do that, didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this
Opportunist.
works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything.
I don't know if I like you, opportunist.
No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think.
I feel like I was supposed to do this path last, and I'd have met all of these before.
We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart?
We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere.
There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything. We love her, so we have to set her free.
Okay, Smitten's back at least.
Can we love something that hates us?
Hello,
Can we love
Skeptic.
something that hurts us?
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love.
Okay, Smitten.
Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us.
Good point.
This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
Not that many times. Apparently, I was supposed to be here last.
Many times. It feels like we've been here forever. But it also feels like we've barely been here at all. It doesn't matter. Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine. It won't.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Opportunist
Will be for
seems,
us. She said so.
Did she?
You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
Twice before that.
What does here even mean if you really think about it? Shut up. You were here.
Every single time.
You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order.
And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged.
You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
I guess I haven't done it yet, so it doesn't matter if I'm here last or first or anything else. Interesting. I mean, that makes sense, but also I kind of want to go to the cabin. I still want to bring the creepy one to the void.
Of course we're wrong.
She's the only thing that's right.
Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it? There's nothing worth making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized.
I mean, clearly.
And yet, you aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same.
Yeah, what's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't?
Are they talking about me or the narrator?
Don't think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it...
Maybe you're shattered in your own way.
Maybe.
Are you your memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment?
Ugh, here you go philosophizing again. It never goes anywhere.
Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I?
Who even cares? They're good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers. And they all just end in quivering torment. It doesn't matter what we do, because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us.
And then she smashes us into smaller pieces. If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago.
Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
Don't know if I want to do that, but you know. What if we don't?
Tried that.
Yeah, I thought so.
It doesn't work.
You go to the void.
Our hearts always brought us back to her.
The deck is stacked.
So many paths, and they're all circles.
Well, I'm gonna, just say this and then go ahead.
You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it.
You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget, or you need to stop feeling.
There's one thing that I remember that none of them do, and that's the void. The weird hands out there. And I'm trying to give this one to the void, but I'm struggling with that.
He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left, if you ask me.
He's worse than her.
Okay, well, guess I'll go. Also, hi, Nanah.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an
And the
empty
mirror.
hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there.
Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it.
He always lies.
Yeah, I noticed.
And he always makes it gone.
It's exhausting. We must be such a mess. but we never get the chance to fix ourselves. That thing is mocking us.
I mean, I've seen in the mirror once.
Stay focused.
When the narrator
You still
was
have a job to
gone.
do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do. She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose. They've been hurt too much. It's why they are the way they are. Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep moving. Or you could just give up.
Let's just go to the mirror.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there.
Whibley.
You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in
I've
it.
already seen. You all forgot. I
Smash it to pieces!
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what. Exactly. I'm sure that whatever you settle on, it'll be the best possible decision you could have made.
Sure.
Proceed. Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific.
I said proceed, damn it.
Do you think it'll work? Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them.
Yeah, I'm the decision maker. You guys are just weird.
And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see?
We're one step closer to her.
The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be. The only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. It's the only way forward.
Oh. You already tried everything else? Don't you remember? The blade, you have to take the blade. Interesting. These are grayed out. I can't click them. Guess I'll just take
Reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts. The weapon sink you lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep.
Yeet.
Deep in the bowels of the earth.
Maybe not yeet.
You see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
You really are a coward.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
Hey, I'm paranoid. You want to do your thing.
I was joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right?
Closer.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes
I mean,
everything.
that was kind of what I was counting on, but I guess I'll have to find another way to take you to the void.
Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. All that's left is for you to take my will and let me out.
I mean, I am kind of.
It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me, but you'll get to be there too. A trinket that gets to stay with me all the time, right by my side. A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and
Okay.
everything. Now don't pause. Don't try to resist. exist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your powers so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy.
See,
to
I
get it
was
back.
kind of interested until you started saying about molding me and me losing my power and
Do
like...
something. Do anything that...
What are we supposed to do? She took our weapon. This really was a lost cause, wasn't it? You sealed our fate when you refused to kill her. Kill or be killed. Yes, I suppose you're right. Oh well. Thereh no paralysis anymore. Is it because we've already given her what she wants?
Oh. You're just an object, a tool. You once were something else a long time ago. But was that something you, or is it just a dull and jaded memory? There is no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free. I wonder... There's a little something if you look in the controls menu, which I don't know if I can get to now. There was something. Something that said that I could skip without choosing. Oh, it won't actually let me save here, unless I click this. Oh, there we go. Spooky. Help? Ah, here. Space. Advances dialogue without selecting choices. I kind of wonder if I can do that now. Or does it mean that it will just advance until there is a choice? I can try. Nah, it doesn't skip. Dang. Well, guess we're doing it.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you. The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
I didn't think I'd be so...
Ah, here we
Tired.
go. The void. This is how I get her to the void. Yo, void friends, let's go. The princess, exhausted, slumps.
Why is it so cold?
Congratulations, you found your way out. Welcome to the void. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost.
That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away just like her.
I think you guys are getting whisked away when I have to forget us again.
Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they?
Not exactly.
Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here.
Finally, we can smash it.
Oh, you stop with the smashing.
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
I already did that once,
think I'd
but
like
sure.
that.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
I don't think they're gonna like what they see, but sure. You step towards the mirror once more. Its secrets remain hidden. Its mysteries remain unsolved.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it.
You did last time.
I'm ready. It feels okay.
That's not how you felt last time. Maybe you will
feels-
like it this time.
Gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here.
Okay, control.
Boys, it's been an honor.
They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. It's me again. The bloat. You've grown. Have I? I didn't think I had, but apparently I have. Guess this hand's kind of bloated in there. That's weird. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Hold on a second, that voice sounds familiar. It sounds like the lady from Code Vein. Was it Io or was it the Queen? I forget. Which one sounded like what? I think it was Io. At the start, especially. It's like everyone's so thirsty. She sounds a lot like her.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
I kind of want to check that. I know this is like a small indie game, so they probably didn't get like a big name voice actor or something, but I kind of want to check. Same actress with the voice? That's what I'm thinking. Brina Palencia. Okay. Now, slay the princess. There's not many actors in that, so. Nicole Goodnight. So no, it's not the same. Just sounds similar. I guess. Unless it was the Queen. No, just Brina Palencia. Palencia? So it's not the same person. Interesting. That's a good question.
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Again, fair.
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Giving them the evil demon one seems a little counterintuitive. Like I'm just gonna make them an enemy, but why would I kill them? Wait, you can't do the same things you've done before?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Oh, that's kind of nice. I mean, that might be true. Well, that's a lot of good questions. A lot of good.
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets. Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
So I can't choose ones I've done before, like, at all?
This one is filled with sadness. A doll, abandoned to the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart.
Aw, so not just straight up evil then. That's nice.
Do not mourn her. She has finally found her way home. My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
That makes sense.
The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves, but they are only perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Aww. I'm curious, but I don't think it's worth doing right now.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Maybe I'll just override that. That had no choices left anyway. I am curious, but I think we'll just
I await your
find
return,
another one.
but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Bring the moment of clarity.
You're on a path in the woods. You're
Yes,
here to
I'm sure I am. I mean, Viva la Revolution.
spirit.
I guess we'll just try killing her for a change, which I feel bad about.
You make your
but,
way
like,
up the short path to the cabin.
Try, I guess.
You'll find the princess within. The interior of the blade is your
Yep, I'm sure it is.
You take the blade from the The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
Don't let it fool.
Maybe we just go in and shank her. So like, don't even talk to her, just shank. I was gonna try that last time, but it didn't reset me back to the start, like this.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are
that
you
how we
here to
get the
kill me or
cold, I
something?
wonder? Yes. Yes, I am.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
I've already found out.
She's unarmed.
Son.
If you hesitate now, it'll be too late.
Unarmed
End
doesn't
this.
mean much for her, but, you know. Are you sure she's not armed? What if she kills us? I mean, she's already done it a few times. Fuck it. Let's
You
try.
lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
That's my line.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
No, you'll be back.
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face.
But is it over? Really over?
Nope.
It's over. Don't get all worked up.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
I was thinking we'd stab her again.
I really don't think you should do that.
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us?
I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
And yet I don't quite believe you. But fuck it, we're doing one where we just do as we're told, so screw it.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Okie dokie.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
And yet, there's
Only
nothing.
a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
What happened?
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. We'll be compliant for this one.
I'm so glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
I mean, this just proves he's full of shit. But we are being compliant.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Ah, fuck it.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
Stab myself?
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
He's right. It's the only way out.
Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to
Well, I was
take that
thinking we
blade
go out
and
into the
use
void,
it.
but you know.
Don't you dare.
I am kind of curious.
What a relief.
Surely.
I suppose
surely
we've got all the time in the
passes.
world for you to change your mind.
More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here.
The little voice's pleas fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
No. Good ending. You did it. You saved everyone.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Yeah. That's fair. Past the point of no return. There's no going back now. Yeah, the void just came in to say, come on, you already said you were. Okay, fine.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it.
Yep,
Blade,
stabby
I can
stab.
hear. He's right.
Do you hear? Do you not? Don't you? How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself
Astute.
would kill you, and you shouldn't do it.
In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore?
Yeah, okay.
I know this is out there, but that little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It did.
Thank you.
I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate.
Great. Bro, you made a room and then locked us in it and said, you're happy now. Okay, cool.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's
she's a
body is
skeleton.
dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Spectre.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her. I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine.
Oh, this
It
is
wasn't
the
very
code.
hard to
yeah.
kill her last
Okay.
time.
I thought so.
We'll just do it
I
again.
thought.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before,
Those are two very different. Let's say for a moment that this really is. You died last time.
oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too.
Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you.
Sure.
And I
you
believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing any...
What do you mean?
Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back where they started. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
I mean, we did slay the princess.
It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying.
I like that idea.
Just stay focused, will you?
I don't think the narrator does.
Just be quick about it. That's a good point. How do we know we didn't have things backwards? Maybe slaying the princess was what ended the world, not the other way round.
I mean, it's both.
Yes, maybe this whole thing was a trick to get us to end the world. And now we get to go through the whole charade again, wholly aware of what's waiting for us at the end. But that's assuming she's alive in that cabin. We did kill her, after all.
You're going to find her in the cabin. If the princess had actually been slain, you wouldn't be here.
Well, we did,
Let me
but,
assure you, killing her will not end the world. I don't know what you think happened to you last time, but it's a load of nonsense. You'll get your happy ending.
Yeah, but the
I
happy
promise.
ending wasn't really that happy.
And that's exactly what we're afraid of.
Yeah.
Really? Living happily ever after sounds that bad to you? Oh well, there's no use arguing over your masochism. The cabin awaits. She just can. You'll have to trust that what
She
I'm saying is
just
true.
can.
People. Look. Oh.
Of course we're special.
I've told you everything you need to know.
This is boring. He's clearly not interested in talking. So let's just do as he says. And maybe he'll stop bothering us.
Okay, cool.
Great. Now. A warning. She will lie.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
won't
yeah.
be a problem.
Maybe I'll just, like, kill her again if she's not dead, but I assume things will be different since there's a chapter
The
2.
interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odour of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implant. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
I don't think I can actually do anything about the mirror, but, you know.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body so we can be done with this.
As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Very different.
Maybe that's because you have... So focus up.
Nothing new about that.
It's
It's gonna disappear.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the... It was there a second.
And now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Okay, well, take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
And let's...
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent.
Not saying anything. Maybe she really is dead.
Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend
No,
the
she's
final
pretty
step,
dead.
the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead.
Yeah, she's pretty dead.
It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the
Ghost
floor.
princess?
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin.
Yo? Cute?
Finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait,
Look,
this isn't right. What's going on here?
I know I killed her, but like, I hope she isn't too mad about that. She doesn't look too mad. Because, like, wood. Oh, she has an X where I stabbed her as well. Damn, that's... This is the cutest one so far.
Ghost!
Chill out, hero.
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
I'm sure you do. I kind of apologize, but damn, you're fucking cute now.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
Ayo. Have pats.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
For some reason, the ghost one that I absolutely could not hug is the most huggable one so far. I wanna hug her and head pat. She's
So she has a
cute.
body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again.
I don't think that's quite
If
how
we
that
wanted
works,
to.
but sure.
I see you brought that annoying knife again.
Kinda.
So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
Even the victim, you threatened me last time? Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself? Okay. Is there a way I can make it up to you? Let's team up. That's a good question. Why am I not a ghost? There's a lot of these that I want to say to her, but I think starting with I'm sorry is a good one. Just leave her in the basement? I mean, like, shouldn't have done that.
Too little, too late. But you can still make things right.
She's not in a position to bargain with us. You don't have to do anything you don't want to.
We don't have to do anything, but maybe we should. We did kill her. Wouldn't it be the moral thing to help her now that we have another chance? When a hero slays a monster, does he apologize to it?
Depends on the hero.
No. So don't try to
make things right. She was going to end the world. You didn't do anything wrong, aside from apparently killing yourself, and that doesn't have much to do with her. Yes, obviously things are strange right now. I think it's safe to say that you've seen something you shouldn't have seen. Whatever worlds you've hopped between, whatever versions of me you've met, none of that matters now. There's no changing what's already happened, but you have a job to finish.
Finish how? We already did what you told us, and now she's a ghost.
You haven't tried slaying her yet this time, though, have you?
You want me to slay the cute-ass ghost?
And then what? And then you'll have saved the world.
I think he's asking about what happens after we save the world, if that's even still an option.
What do you mean, after?
You already know what we mean, don't you? So why don't you go ahead and tell us? You're going to try and lock us away in a timeless void again? Because I didn't much care for that.
I'm not going to lock you anywhere.
What an interesting choice of emphasis.
I mean, I don't know which you're gonna lock off other options.
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me.
I just want to headbutt you.
All I know is there's a hole in my chest. Not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper.
Yeah.
A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Where are you supposed to be?
Home.
And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away. Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
Why do I want Ghostwife the most? All the like cutie ones are like the spooky one, and then there's just like ghost princess, and she is fucking adorable.
And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
She made me to bury those bones.
You poor thing. That must have been so frightening for you.
Okay, I mean... Fair. The sass is fair, I did kill you. But also... Okay.
You know, after everything we've been through, it's nice to see someone finally
I
sympathising
think she's
with
being
us. This
sarcastic.
whole thing's been an ordeal, hasn't it? She doesn't mean it.
It serves you right.
Yeah.
I was pretty scared too, when you stood there not saying a word with a knife clenched in your fist. But now you know how bad it hurts to get stabbed in the chest.
Yep, I'd say we're a little
It
bit...
sounds like you got exactly what you were owed.
Okay, maybe not quite even.
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
I mean, there's a reason the voice of the cold is here.
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over. She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we do from this point forward is all that matters. Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
I don't think that's the way like, obviously it was wrong of me to believe that, sure. But then, how could you have ended the world if all it took to kill you was a knife to the heart? Like, oh, you were so easy to kill, you weren't a threat. Clearly that's the reason it was wrong. I'm not cold, I'm just dumb. I'm just a big, dumb, stupid idiot. Stupid, stupid, stupid. What was I thinking? Just believing what I was told. I kinda like that, that sounds funny. Didn't answer my question, do you want? Well, where are you gonna end with? I mean, my options are either like press her on it on whether she ends the world. Say like, you're too easy to kill. Or say that I'm a big, stupid, dumb idiot. I kinda like being big, dumb, stupid idiot. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Oh, cut it out. You don't need to be so pathetic.
I just found it funny.
Sure. Did that make you feel better?
No, but it was funny. I'm fucking... Shit, everyone sounds disappointed in me. I should grovel even more. I mean, yeah, that fair enough. Everyone would be disappointed in you. I mean, that's kind of funny. I'm gonna save before I be even more pathetic, but like, it was too funny not to.
No, you're not doing that.
That's right, don't you dare grovel. Mine is the only opinion that matters, and I'll never be
Oh,
disappointed.
thanks, narrator, but you already have been several times.
I don't know. Maybe I'll just fade away. Finally able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business. Maybe I'll find someone to haunt.
Yo, can you haunt me? I am the person who killed you.
Maybe I'll haunt you.
Yo? Ghost wife?
It's a tough question, asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
When she hasn't got one?
The princess leans in close and pauses, the frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
Especially when that someone is dead.
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
Headband.
I don't think most living people could answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
I want to snuggle a ghost. God, I really am just a useless lesbian, aren't I? I see pretty ghost lady and she giggles and she's cute and I'm just like, oh my god, I might have killed you. I'm so sorry. I will grovel at your feet and head pat you. Please snuggle me. I really am pathetic, huh?
The only thing I've ever wanted was to leave this place. It's still the only thing I want.
Leaving doesn't exactly work out for you either.
It does. We're not asking you. We've heard your whole speech already.
I really don't know. I'm not lying to you. I promise.
Okay, I believe you, spooky ghost lady. I feel like this ghost swan, she's already a ghost. Like, she's not gonna turn into a fucking eldritch demon like the other one. She's already dead and become a ghost.
The
She
word
can do spooky ghost shit
doesn't
though.
matter. All I remember is that I'm supposed to be there, not here. I'm just supposed to be a part of it. It's home, I think.
Aww.
But what does it mean for anything to
There,
know?
she's so cute.
I ended, but I also didn't. And you ended too. But here you are. And you don't even look any different.
I know, it's weird.
I'm not so sure endings are real.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's fine. And I killed you. What are you doing not being dead? No, you know.
No, those bones are just a body. They aren't me. Bury them. Smash them. It won't do a thing.
But would you like me to bury them?
But you can help me. This place won't let me leave. At least, not alone. I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be fine. Hasn't
No,
got
let's
out
get
and
out.
can't get out are two very different things.
Yeah, but I wanna get her out.
That'd be dull anyway.
Plus, she'd go to the
More
void.
interesting if we make a choice.
But you can come and go as you please, can't
Not
you?
really, but
So,
you know.
let me hitch a ride.
After all, you owe me.
That's fair.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can
Yo?
possess us?
Possess me? Ayo. You can absolutely come on in.
She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her.
Funny enough, I was talking about Paul Shapiro earlier, and how this has things in common with some of Paul Shapiro's stuff. There is a song about a ghost lady possessing a dude that Paul Shapiro made, which is also very, very fitting for right now.
Would she be able to see us if we went along with it?
Yo, will she hear the hero and the cold and the narrator?
Now isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
Let's go.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
I'm gonna do it. Man, I don't want to get to be in control. You know what? I don't need to ask whether I'm in control or whether she's gonna leave. I'm happy to let her in.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
Yo.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
Let's go.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul.
I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
No, I like this. This is fun.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
I thought she was gonna, like, take my body and walk outside, not just, like, snap all my bones and kill me.
Come on, you. You've got to get up.
I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Yo, she did hear the narrator. Let's go.
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor, are they also supposed to be you?
Shards of broken glass on the floor.
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass,
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me, is what
I like her. I like this ghost version of her. She's my favorite so far.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
Yeah.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
Narrator.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, not really.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
Important. Sure thing, narrator.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
Fucking burn, I guess.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
Yo, a ghost?
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
He's in us.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
You see what I gotta deal with here, princess?
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
See? She is fucking wonderful, and you're an asshole.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
But how would I even slay the princess? Do I just stab myself?
It's okay. We're almost out of here. Just take it one step at a time, and everything will be fine.
Yeah.
Everything won't be fine if you listen to her. One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
I mean, I don't think he will,
Wouldn't
but it
that
would
be
be
nice?
interesting.
There's only one way to find out.
Let's go. Come on, ghost
Your
wife.
legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
The void?
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world.
The void.
I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn? Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Maybe the
Don't go
bossy
then.
one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
I love you, but I don't think so.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able.
That's really mean. Why do you even hate her? Like, she didn't do anything. We stabbed her. She was a ghost. She was entirely reasonable, and you're saying you hate her.
It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate.
and wine.
This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Why would I?
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
Damn, that's a sentence.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will.
Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door grows.
You could have just like locked the door or something, but nah.
Collapse to the ground. You and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see.
Well, he faded out again because we're in the void.
Yes?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
Yeah. Sorry, princess. This is like all that remains.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose.
But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever?
I mean, I could think of
Taking her out
worse
of the cabin
things
and
than being
leaving
stuck
the
with Ghostwife. But,
We're still here.
Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
there is no world. There's a path, there's a cabin, there's a basement, and there's the void.
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Yay! You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you. She's so cute.
You actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, killer.
Don't mention it.
Not hear you anymore.
This is where I'm meant to be.
Oh, well, at least she's happy about it. You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Bruh. Of course you're scared. This is the end for you. But it's not the end for me. Relax. It's gonna be okay. Just trust me. I've been here before. You always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
For you.
You don't need to comfort him.
I'll see you on the other side.
Okay. If you say so, we'll trust you. Whatever makes you happy.
So what's happened now? Am I bloated more? Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The decay. You withered. Interesting. I bloated and I've withered. Whatever I'm doing doesn't seem like it's going well for me, huh? Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach it. Ugh, the
I am a
cutest one.
growing chorus of contradiction. directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. How can you stand to be a contradiction? Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? What do you think of this new vessel?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul. It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
No. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. All seems distant as soon as I'm near you. Torturing me, I hate it. I think I hate you. I don't hate you. I like you more. Sure.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
Aww. I like the ghost wife. What do you think of it?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have. But that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart.
Aww.
Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
I don't like this one, but I want to hear what she says.
My waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it. The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me. I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you. We will know when we near our destination.
Well, that tells me that we're not near our destination. But I seem to be bloating and withering and who knows what else, so I get the sense this won't end well for me.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
I I think maybe this is a good place to leave it for now. I don't know how long this game is, but there was like another, gosh, how many is there? There's, yeah, another 80 achievements. So, yeah, I think there's a lot of choices left in this. And I don't know how long it will take to get them, but I assume quite a while. Oh yeah, there's a lot. I know, say a lot as well. Awesome, fool a predator by faking your own death. Okay, these are a little bit spoilery, but half of them are hidden. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna leave it here. It's been about 3.5 hours. So we will continue this maybe next week. I don't know. I might bring Minecraft back. And I was supposed to do Sekiro or Control. I still kind of want to do this though. Like, I'm really enjoying this. So maybe I'll just run this for a while as well. We'll see. I'll figure something out. I definitely want to continue this. I really do. But I'm gonna go ahead and save. I'm gonna save over this. And I'm gonna leave it there. Oop. This has been really cool. I didn't know what to expect exactly. I'd seen only like a few minutes of it. So I had no clue what this was really gonna be. And damn, it's cool. But also, it makes me kind of sad. I want to head pat and snuggle her. And that's never been an option. My options are kill her, or she turns evil and attacks me, or I just end up dead. And I've never gotten an ending where I just like snuggle her. I want the snuggle ending. I don't know if there is a snuggle ending, but I want it. But yeah, I'll leave it here. I'll go to the outro screen. Blah blah blah. Yeah, so I'll be back on Wednesday. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's gonna be at 5 GMT again. So it'll actually be a bit before Vi stream, which means it's probably not gonna be TFT. So I can do something else and then do TFT with Vi. That's pretty neat. And then I'm back again on Saturday with Telltale's The Walking Dead. I think we did 2 episodes of New Frontier last time, so we'll be doing the 3rd episode of that. And then there's D&D next weekend. But yeah, for now, thank you all for coming, and I will see you all next time. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye. There's no music, you just listen to the sounds of rain on the window. It's kind of spooky, huh? But also calm. Comforting. Okay, bye.